World Kiteboarding Championships Freestyle Tour headed to stunning Akyaka, Turkey for the WKC Akyaka World Cup, which kicks off the 2018 WKC season as the world's top elite league freestyle riders battle it out in one of the world's premier kiteboarding locations.
So yeah, we're in Akyaka right now and I'm so happy and thankful to be here. It's been amazing kiting here. Like, the conditions been perfect, everybody riding super powerful and the water's been really flat. It's been incredible to showcase the best of kiteboarding. So I'm really excited to be here and I can't wait to be back the next few years. So what's really special about this place is that the thermic wind kicks in and it stays the whole afternoon, and it's just very suitable conditions for a competition because we know we're going to compete every day and we know what time we have to go. So it's been incredible to see this wind just pushing through the mountains and just kicking in every day at the same time.
Akyaka is one of the most scenic and unspoilt corners of the Mediterranean, with steep forest-covered mountains cut by the pristine Asmak River that weaves and flows through one of the most unique and diverse ecosystems in the eastern Mediterranean, merging with the clear blue waters of the Aegean Sea as it winds its way through a picturesque town and countryside that attracts visitors year-round, with its incredible natural beauty, scenery, outdoor sports opportunities, nightlife, and of course, the kiteboarding.
So yeah, this is first event of the year and of the WKC, and it's pretty interesting. There's a lot of young talent, young riders, 16, 17, 18, and there's just a couple of older riders just like me, and yeah, we're just trying to battle it out against them. The level is really high, so I think we're just going to put up a great show, and we'll see who's going to end up on top.
Famous for its warm, clear waters and reliable thermal winds, Akyaka offers optimal flat water freestyle conditions.
It's amazing to be back. We all love this place a lot. It's amazing. I'm feeling ready, been training a lot, I've been doing kite camps, I've been working in events, and I couldn't wait anymore to compete again.
For the second consecutive year, Akyaka Kite Beach will host the world's most outstanding freestyle talent as 24 men and 11 women look to kick their 2018 campaign off with maximum points in their quest for the WKC World title. The men's field is led by defending world champion Brazilian Carlos Mario, aka Bebe, who has dominated freestyle kiteboarding in recent years. But he's up against a talent-packed field which includes the likes of last year's podium placer Sesh Teixeira, former world champions Alex Pastor of Spain and Yuri Zun of the Netherlands, and seasoned veteran Stefan Spiesberger of Austria. There's also a fleet of young stars in the making, including Aduri Corniel from the Dominican Republic, Swiss rider Maxime Chablot, and Valentin Rodriguez of Colombia, as well as a contingent of 8 French riders, including Falgarat, Nicolas Delmas, and Arthur Gilbert.
Yeah, so first event of the new World Kiteboarding Championships. We've been training a lot with all the French team. We're a strong team. We are 8 French in the leader. And yeah, we've been pushing each other, and was really waiting for the event to start.
A notable absence is last year's world runner-up Liam Whaley of Spain, out with injury but hoping to compete in round 2 in Dakhla, Morocco. The conditions were perfect from day one, and the wins were spectacular as the Akyaka World Cup got off to a perfect start, with fans and spectators flocking to see the incredible action unfold on the water and a lot of fun on the beach. In the first 3 rounds, leading up to the men's semifinals, there was some incredible competition on the water as 2 big names were eliminated early on: Dominican Republic rider Luis Alberto Cruz, a big air master, and Italian Gianmaria Coccoluto, both out in round 3 despite strong opening performances in the first rounds. Young riders like Aduri Corniel, Maxime Chablot, and Valentin Rodriguez put on an amazing show in the first 3 rounds and joined more experienced riders in the semifinals. The women's field is led by some of the top names in international freestyle kiteboarding, including Rita Arnaus of Spain, Paula Novotná of Czechia, Danish sensation Teresa Tabel, and last year's world number 3 Francesca Bagnoli of Italy. But they'll be up against some exciting young talent, including 13-year-old wunderkind Michele Sol of Brazil and Claudia Leon of Spain. Local Turkish riders would also compete, trying their skills against the best in the business. With the absence of defending multiple world champion Bruna Koji of Brazil, the women's field is wide open in Akyaka.
So here we are in Turkey for the first competition of the year. Finally, I'm feeling pretty excited because we haven't been competing for a while. It's windy already, so it's gonna be a good day.
It was a sensational start to the 2018 campaign from Rita Arnaus, Maureen Castel of France, Francesca Bagnoli, and Michele Sol, joined in the semis by Claudia Leon, Teresa Tabel, Paula Novotná, and Kristina Belogorskaya.
So it's day 3 today and it's gonna be so exciting. This is the time to really push if you want to make it to the final. It's gonna be all or nothing for everybody because the heats are so intense with so many good riders. So you really have to do the best you can and go full on to make it to the final. And that's what I'm planning to do. I'm gonna do my best.
In the first women's semifinal, it was a Michele Sol storm from the get-go, the 13-year-old scoring above 9 points in her first 3 tricks, including a 9.77 Slim 7 and a 9.73 KGB. The precocious Sol proved just too good, closing out the first women's semifinal in first place, 10 points ahead of Claudia Leon, who emerged victorious following a tough, heat-long battle with Teresa Tabel. It was Leon's 8.27 heart attack that clinched second place over Tabel's 7.57 score off the same trick. Meanwhile, Rita Arnaus had a nightmare of an outing, crashing on multiple occasions and out in the semis. In the second semi-final heat, battle was on for the 2 remaining spots in the final as Paula Novotná, Francesca Bagnoli, and Maureen Castel locked horns. 3 high-scoring tricks from Novotná saw her move into the lead, including a backside 313, a heart attack, and a slim chance. Bagnoli and Castel fought for the final spot, the result coming down to their last tricks. Castel scoring a 7.3 Hinterberger Mobe before Bagnoli responded with a 7.43 Slim Chance and a 6.87 Hinterberger Mobe, which put the Italian through to the final.
Well, I definitely want to make it to the final. It's been the goal for the whole year, and now I got the opportunity to get to the final, so I'm definitely going to put all the chances to my side.
In the first men's semi-final heat, Aduri Corniel led early on with a 9-point average after his first 3 tricks, laying down the highest score of the heat with a 9.4 Slim 9. There was an epic battle between Maxime Chablot and Sech Teixeira right from the start, with Chablot scoring an 8.77 with 319 and Teixeira answering with an 8.17 heart attack before taking the advantage with an 8.2 Slim 7. But Chablot made a strong comeback with his 6th trick, nailing an impressive 8.93 on the same trick. It all came down to Sech Teixeira's final trick, the Brazilian needing an 8.8 or above to take second place and move into the finals. Teixeira went for a KGB 5, 8.1, good but not good enough, and that sent Maxime Chablot into the final alongside Aduri Corniel. Another semi-finalist, former world champion Yuri Zun, had a mixed showing with 2 impressive high-scoring tricks, a 317 and a backside 317, but it wasn't enough, and Zun would join Sech Teixeira in the men's small final.
Condition is perfect. It's perfect. I was with the 12 meter. I was like powerful. I'm really happy also to compete with this gangster because it's really hard. This is the second Carlos Mario right now. but it's like this. I'm training for this.
Conditions were absolutely perfect. I mean, I was on my 13, really powered. I had a bit of a problem back there when I crashed on the beach, but otherwise it was just amazing competing against this guy. I mean, he's throwing so big tricks and he's so consistent, and I'm really looking forward for the final, man.
Well done.
In the second semifinal heat, Carlos Mario showed everyone exactly why he's the best freestyler in the world. No warm-up needed for this guy. His first trick, a perfect 10 off a Heart Attack 7. It was so good, you have to see it twice to believe it. From there on out, it was a Carlos Mario show as he followed that first trick up with a 9.5 KGB 7 and a 9.27 backside 317, thereby sealing the heat win as Mario romped his way into the final. Young Colombian Valentin Rodriguez followed in his idol's footsteps, finding the inspiration he needed to score a 9.93 off a Heart Attack 7 and then an 8.37 Slim 7 on his sixth trick, which guaranteed the young sensation a final spot as big names Alex Pastor and Stefan Spiessberger were sent to the men's small final. In the small final, it was the most experienced riders fighting against each other, and in the end, it was Yuri Zun who won the heat with over 33 points, finishing the week-long event in 5th place. So it was all down to 4 finalists in the men's: Carlos Mario, Aduri Corniel, Valentin Rodriguez, and Maxime Chablot. With the day's racing over, it was time for riders to unwind and enjoy the Akyaka scene as they danced and partied into the small hours. The women's final: Paula Novotna, Francesca Bagnoli, Claudia Leon, and teenage sensation Mika Sol, the 4 finalists.
I'm feeling pretty ready. As you see, my kite is up and I'm about to go in the water, and let's see what's gonna happen. I hope to do my best.
It's a bit light, so I take my biggest kite and I'm gonna rock and roll.
Francesca Bagnoli kicks the heat off with a backside 313 for a 6.3 score. She's followed out by Claudia Leon, the Spaniard unable to do what she wanted on the same trick, 4.43. Brazilian Michele Sol goes for the Heart Attack, and it's good. Sol, off to a great start, just manages to save that landing, 8.7 off her first trick. Novotna responds with a safe and clean backside 313 for a 6.8 score. Bagnoli on her second trick, she goes for a slim chance, smooth cut after the rotation, clean in and out, and 7.7 for Bagnoli. Leon goes out for a slim, but she has trouble crashing out on her second trick. That can be redeemed considering the best 4 tricks from 7 count for the final score. Now Michele Sol goes for her second trick, and she lands a massive slim 5. It is impressive, up there with some of the best guys, and that earns her 9.5 as Sol continues her excellent start to this final heat. Paula Novotna responds to Sol with a back to blind for 6.5, and at the end of the first 2 tricks, it's Michele Sol leading with Bagnoli in second, followed by Novotna and Leon. The third trick, another strong takeoff from Bagnoli, the Italian nailing a solid Hinterberger mobe for a 7.8 score. Claudia Leon tries to make up for that crash with a good slim chance for 7.13 as she gets her campaign back on the right track. Michele Sol prepares for her third trick. It's a back to blind. Good clean execution. 7.7 off of that. Not bad. Relaxed, steady, not with a great rotation, but a good grab there and a clean landing. Novotna goes for a big S-bend to blind. Novotna maintains her consistency so far with another 6-pointer, but she needs to start getting some bigger scores here to keep up with Michele Sol and Bagnoli. Bagnoli goes for a heart attack, and it's good. The landing is solid. Bagnoli produces another 7.7 score, putting pressure on Michele Sol. Claudia Leon goes for an S-Penta blind, but she's not happy with that 6.73. She needs bigger scores than that now. Here's Michele Sol on her fifth. Can she keep her excellent form going? And it's a smooth back mob for an excellent 8.67 score. She is not letting this lead slip. Very clean trick here. Nowotna no doubt feeling the pressure, but she has the experience to deal with it. Loads the kite, goes for the slim, and it's a good one. Her best score yet, 7.33 on her sixth trick. Bagnoli needs to step it up here. She goes for a KGB, but can't make it. Going for a back to blind instead for a score of 6.27 with one trick left. Leon with a good back to blind as well for another decent score, 6.73. Now Michele Sol is up. She goes for a KGB with a grab bend. It's very, very good. 9.83, and that brings the Brazilian through with a win, regardless of what happens in the last tricks. But the battle is still on for second and third podium spots between Bagnoli and Nowotna. Bagnoli goes for a 5.83 Hinterberger mode, but will it be enough for runner-up spot against Nowotna? Claudia Leon still with a chance at a possible podium. She goes for a solid Hinterberger mode, but 6.87 will not do it. She will finish fourth. With a WKC Akyaka Elite title already under her belt, Sol goes for a little fun out there, aiming for a front blind mode, but it makes no difference. Mika Sol is still the winner.
I feel amazing. I was hoping to be in the top 3. Now I just won the comp and I am super stoked.
Paula Nowotna now with her last shot at snatching runner-up spot from Bagnoli, and it's a huge heart attack, and it's good. Will she do it? 9.07. Nowotna takes second position from Bagnoli, who will settle for third on the podium. There it is, the women's WKC Akyaka champion, 13-year-old Michele Sol of Brazil. Nowotna just scrapes in with the last trick with runner-up, and Bagnoli third. The men's final in Akyaka saw 4 finalists, all at or under the age of 20, which shows just how promising the next generation of freestylers are. 3-time and defending world champion Carlos Mario was up against 3 extraordinary youngsters, Aduri Corniel, Maxime Chablot, and Valentin Rodriguez.
Well, I was not expecting to be in the final. I was training really hard for it, and I never thought it was going to come so soon, and I'm really happy. I thank God, I thank my dad, my mom, my family to support me, and I'm super, super happy to be in the final.
Streamed live around the world, fans gathered to take in all the young talent on Akyaka Kite Beach. First out was 16-year-old Valentin Rodriguez, who goes for a backside 317, rough landing, and a 6.4 score to kick things off for the Colombian. He's followed by Maxime Chablot, the Swiss rider producing a solid, clean, impressive backside 317 for a score of 8.87. Impressive start for the 17-year-old. Aduri Corniel goes for the same trick, and just look at that, gets his rotation on a flat axis, and that earns him a 9.2. Great start from the Dominican rider. Carlos Mario answers right back with a breathtaking Heart Attack 7 to produce a perfect 10 score. It doesn't get better than that, and Mario lets the boys know who's in charge here. Valentin Rodriguez goes out to do the same trick, and the Colombian comes up with an excellent Heart Attack 7 for a score of 9.93. What a result! Not far off from Mario's score. Maxime Chablot goes for a 317 on his second trick, a good smooth result, 7.7 score for the Swiss youngster. Aduri Corniel goes for a 319 but settles for a 317, 7.93 for the Dominican rider, not a bad score for a backup trick. And it's Carlos Mario again, going out for his second trick, another huge one, a KGB 7 this time, and that earns him a score of 9.47. Mario is on fire. Mario leads after the first 2 of 7 tricks, Corniel in second ahead of Chablot and Rodriguez. Going out for his third trick is Valentin Rodriguez. It's a 3.19 from the Colombian talent, and it is very good, 8.97. Chablot up next. He gets some big air, goes for the slim chance 9, but he crashes it. Bad luck for the Swiss rider. Adjuri Corniel goes out and does the same trick, a slim 9, and he nails it. What an execution, 9.6 points as the Dominican rider solidifies second place and stays hot on the heels of Mario, putting pressure on the Brazilian to respond. Mario goes for his third. It's a backside 3.17. That earns the Brazilian 9.47, and Mario maintains his lead. But Corniel and Rodriguez are not far behind him, while Chablot needs to make amends for that crash with a big score to stay in the running here. Rodriguez is on his fourth trick. It's a slim chance 7, but it only earns the Colombian a 6.5 as the pressure begins to mount. Chablot knows there is no room for error, but it's another no score for the Swissman, the pressure beginning to tell in the WKC Akyaka final. But Adjuri Corniel has been competing at this level for a while now, and the Dominican knows how to come up with the goods when he needs it. He goes for a KGB 7, and that gets him another 9-point score. This time it's a 9.37. He's very happy with that one. Mario knows he cannot let up here. He goes for a Hinterberger 7. Good execution from the Brazilian, earning him an 8.57, and that's good enough for him to maintain his lead over Corniel with just 3 tricks to go.
Well, now it's going super good. The level is really high, like it's incredible right now. The next generation is pushing. Everybody's almost with 10, you know, like it never seen even before. Like now the best is just to go super powerful there.
Rodriguez goes all out trying to stay in the running, but disappointment hits him virtually mid-trick. The Colombian making do with a 7.2 backside 3.15. Chablot, desperate now, needs to produce 3 big scores if he's to have any chance of a podium. He lands it. There it is. That's what the Swiss rider needs. A rare trick, the back mope 7 for 9.53. Chablot says he's still in it. Gutsy performance from Chablot.
Feeling good. Just a bit like I need to land one more trick, but feel good.
Corniel goes for his 5th trick. It's a bad hop, but he powers through the trick to produce a solid 3.19, using his experience to come up with an 8.77 score. Mario answers with a slim chance 7, but it's a low score by his standards, a mere 8.23, not what he was looking for. Just 2 tricks remaining. Rodriguez goes for a slim 7 on his 6th trick, but he has trouble with the landing. He makes do with a 7.37. Now this is Chablot's chance to pounce. If the Swissman can get a big score, he will bring it down to the final trick. Chablot also goes for a slim chance 7. The rotation was good, but it's another crash. Chablot may be out of the running, but he can still snatch a podium place here in Akyaka with a good final trick. Adjuri Corniel is in pursuit of Mario. Can the Dominican snatch the lead here on trick 6? It's a double heart attack, but he only comes up with a 7.6. Now Mario can smell the victory. He knows he just needs to land the next 2 tricks. And just look at that, a double Hinterberger Mob 7. This man can do no wrong. He knows he's got it. 9.73. It's a Carlos Mario show. Rodriguez goes for his final trick. The Colombian gets a backside 3.15 in for a 7.6 score, but will that be enough to at least seal him a podium, or can Chablot snatch it right from under his nose? There he goes on his last trick. Chablot, good air, very clean execution. That might do it. There it is, an 8.67. The Swiss rider does it. He manages to move past Rodriguez in the final trick, salvaging 3rd place here in Akyaka. Great result. Corniel goes for his last hurrah. A final big effort from him, but he bails. Unlucky, but smiling nevertheless, happy with 2nd place. And here he is, the winner of Akyaka on his final trick. It's an insane backside 3.19. Carlos Mario is the World Kiteboarding Championships champion of Akyaka. Chablot congratulates him as Mario goes out for a victory tour, and Corniel also waves the Dominican flag high, celebrating a well-earned runner-up spot. There are the final results. An excellent heat there with every rider pushing on a combined score of nearly 40. That's the kind of quality we've seen here. Carlos Mario kicks his season and his world title defense off with yet another resounding win. Corniel runner-up, and Maxime Chablot is on the podium in third place for the first time in the WKC Elite Championship. I'm very happy with my result here. I think I performed very well, despite having felt a little pain in the arm, but it all worked out for me. I want to thank my family, my sponsors, and everyone here in Turkey who came to the beach to watch us. I really thank them a lot. I really appreciate it. It's always good coming here, and I want to keep coming in the future. That concludes an incredible first round to the 2018 World Kiteboarding Championship season. See you in round 2 in Dakhla, Morocco.